I think Superloop might be in breach of Australian consumer law. They have a 30-day cancellation notice period in their terms and conditions. It says if you decide to cancel your service the next day, just know that you'll be charged for an additional 30 days as we require 30 days notice. That is not how it happens across the rest of the industry. When you change internet providers, it doesn't involve the existing provider whatsoever. You just sign up with a new provider, NBN initiates the transfer and it usually takes a couple minutes, and then your old provider stops billing you from that date. It's all completely automated. So if I actually call up Superloop and tell them 30 days in advance that I'm leaving, A, it's completely unnecessary, and B, it might cause unnecessary downtime as I switch to the new provider. You might be thinking, oh, well, if it's in the terms and conditions, then they can do whatever they want, right? Well, I would argue that this is an unfair contract term under Australian consumer law. I don't think it's reasonably necessary for Superloop to require that I tell them in advance that I'm leaving and also to keep charging me for 30 days extra. Reason being, in the NBN wholesale agreement, wholesale charges are only applied up until the effective disconnection date, which means if someone leaves in the middle of a billing period, they'll stop charging that wholesaler on the day that they disconnect. Which means that Superloop is not incurring any wholesale cost from the date that I leave to the other provider, yet they continue to charge me for an extra 30 days. To me, this is highly problematic. I'm on a 750 megabit plan, which has a wholesale rate of $63.93. I'm paying $99 a month for that, which means Superloop has a gross profit of about $35 a month when I'm connected. But if I've already left to another provider, they're making $99 and not having to pay that $64 whatsoever. So it's 100% profit. I raised these concerns in an email to Superloop's legal team, and this is what their response was. It is one of the choices Superloop makes to assist us in the provision of a highly competitive service offering to our customers. That's a highly concerning statement because it insinuates that those who have just left are cross-subsidizing the rest of the customers through the 30-day cancellation fee. They also said it allows us time to engage with the customer and address any concern. Except that's just not true because when I change providers, it takes about 3 minutes. And then they reference service continuity. Again, I've already left. So what service are you continuing? There is literally no service being provided from the date that I've cancelled. So I struggle to see how it's reasonably necessary for Superloop to continue to charge me for another 30 days.